Hello again, guys. It's Obiro Chia here. Continuing. No, this is a new what if. Sorry about that. This is what if Naruto was banished from the Hidden Leaf Village, Part 1. So, let's get straight into it. So we start from the Sasuke retrieval arc, where Sasuke was knocked out and was in the water. Naruto then went up to him and dragged Sasuke out of the water and carried him back to the Hidden Leaf. As he arrived at the Hidden Leaf gates, he was met by the Rookie, Eleven, and Sakura. So Sakura then saw Sasuke in the condition he was, and then she ran up to Sasuke and started healing him. While Naruto, on the other hand, was just left there. Naruto's heart ached as he thought that Sakura cared about him and would also heal him too, but she never did. So Naruto then went back to his apartment and then he rested there. As Naruto was resting, he was then dragged into his mindscape. So when Naruto was dragged into his mindscape, he then met face to face with Kurama. In this timeline, what if Naruto and Kurama are very good friends, but Naruto has never told anyone about it. So as Naruto was talking to Kurama, so Kurama was saying, Naruto, your mask is now falling. Do you want me to put it back up? And then Naruto was like, no, Kurama. It's just time. I just let the mask fall. So as they were entered in Anbu, then came to Naruto's door and knocked on the door. Uzumaki Naruto, you're hereby summoned to the council chambers. So Naruto then went to the council chambers. As he went to the council chambers, he then saw all the elders and the clan heads were also there, talking about different issues about the village and everything. So when Naruto was now in there, they started saying, then Danzo spoke up. Naruto Uzumaki, you're hereby banished from the Hidden Leaf Village. Then it was like, why? Then it's like, you harmed the precious Uchiha. Don't you know we need the Sharingan? So you're hereby banished from the village within the leaves. Naruto then turned to Tsunade, and Tsunade then said to Naruto, give me your headband, Naruto. Then Naruto gave her the headband, and then she then grabbed Naruto's necklace, and then she yanked it off his neck, breaking it a bit. Naruto was really shocked that this was actually happening. Then Danzo said, you have 2 days to leave the village. And Naruto said, okay, I'll leave the day after tomorrow. So which is like after the 2 days. But in reality, Naruto was leaving the very same night. So Naruto went back to his apartment and started packing everything. As I was packing everything, he didn't forget the most important possession. He then headed over to the Namikaze compound and sealed the whole Namikaze compound into a scroll. Not that anyone would ever notice that the Namikaze compound was gone, but he then sealed the whole Namikaze compound into a big scroll, like the one Jiraiya carries for his summoning. So in order to seal the compound, he then put it into a smaller scroll and reduced the size of the scroll. As that was done, Naruto then headed to the gates of the village. As Naruto headed to the gates of the village, he didn't even bother to tell his friends he was being banished, as he already knew and saw them celebrating. Amongst all of Naruto's friends, who was most hurt was Hinata. She liked the blonde, but when she saw that he was being banished and he used the ninth of chakra, she then started fangirling over Kiba, which then drastically boosted Kiba's ego to unimaginable amounts. So if that happened, Naruto then left the village. 2 days in Konoha. Where's the demon? Danzo roared as he was looking for his weapon. Damn it, I should never let him slip out of my grasp, Danzo said. But it was too late. As of Naruto right now, he had already arrived in Uzu, the land of the Uzumakis. That's where Naruto was, thinking about what he was supposed to do. So as Naruto arrived to the land of the Uzumakis by boat, he then saw the whirlpools. So then Naruto then did a few hand signs. Then the whirlpools were deactivated. As the whirlpools were deactivated, Naruto then went inside. As Naruto stepped on the land, he then did those similar hand swings in reverse, and the whirlpools came back. So Naruto started walking, and then he walked into the barrier. So as Naruto was walking into the barrier, he then sensed about 20 chakra signatures inside the barrier. So Naruto instantly was now on guard, searching. Then he saw a red blur. As he saw the red blur, then the next moment he was surrounded by around 10 Uzumakis with the Uzumaki headband, with the Uzumaki whirlpools on it. Well, how did you manage to slip past the whirlpools and the barrier? Oh, my name is Naruto Uzumaki. No, you're no Uzumaki. You're lying. Why don't you have the traditional red hair? No, I don't have a traditional hair because my father's genetics affected me. This is like, who is your mother? And then Naruto was like, my mother is Kushina Uzumaki. So in this time, Naruto knows who his mother is. He met her when he unsealed Kurama, which Naruto had been, tampering around with his seal, and then he managed to speak to her. So then they said, let's take him to the clan head. And then as they took Naruto to the clan head was like Arashi Uzumaki, Kushina's father, who was there. So then Arashi Uzumaki said, "Oh, my grandson, it's finally nice to meet you." Naruto was like, grandson? So you must be my mother's father. Then Arashi then nodded his head saying, yes. So you are the one who is next in line for the throne of the clan head of the Uzumaki clan. But then Naruto was like, but how are you still all alive? Then Arashi then said, during the third Great Shinobi War, we managed to sneak out as we hid from everybody else. So that's how we managed to survive. And Naruto was like, how many of you are left? Among others, were around 20,000 Uzumakis left. Then Naruto was shocked that there were 20,000 Uzumakis left. Then Naruto then started to talk to Arashi Uzumaki about everything. Back to Konoha. Konoha, the rookie 11 were celebrating about Naruto's departure. Unknown to them, Naruto had left a shadow clone which was hinged to someone else which was watching them. As Naruto was watching them, pain in his heart. He felt pain, unimaginable pain that all his friends he knew betrayed him. He then heard Sasuke as he was now proclaimed to be next in line for Hokage, which then shattered Naruto's dream. So they shattered Naruto's dream. Naruto had a new goal set upon himself, was to create his own village with the Uzumakis he currently had. So time skip 2 years. By this time, Naruto has been training with Arashi Uzumaki, and is one of the days flashback is a month after Naruto's arrival at Uzu. Naruto was training with Arashi. So as Naruto was training with Arashi, Naruto felt a pull in his chakra which was directed to his eyes. So as he felt the pull in his chakra, suddenly his eyes started to burn out. Then he screamed. Then Arashi then ran to see what was happening. But when he looked at Naruto's eyes, instead of Naruto having the normal blue azure eyes he has in canon, they were replaced with a purple eyes with Tomoe, with 9 Tomoe each, which is the Ren Sharingan. So Arashi, who was an Uzumaki, knew about this as he was the clan head, so he knew about the many secrets of the dojutsu. So Naruto was very lucky to be one of many, one of the special people were activated after a few 20 generations or so. So Naruto activated the dojutsu. He started training with it very hard to get his skills up, to master it. So as Naruto was mastering it, something happened. As Naruto was meditating, doing some senjutsu, he accidentally decided to pump some senjutsu chakra into his body, like without him knowing. So as the senjutsu chakra was like going into Naruto's body, he started opening up some of Naruto's genes which have been locked up, which are the I think I'm not sure what the name of Ashirama's clan is, but if you know the name, can you like drop it in the comments? So he then got wood style, his chakra chains, the Ren Sharingan. Yeah. So Naruto started training with all his jutsus. Then he was then taught about seals. So Naruto currently is a master sealer, a level 10 master sealer. Arashi was a level 11 master sealer. Yeah, I don't know what's after master, So is that Naruto continued his training, mastering his jutsu, finjutsu, kenjutsu, his jutsus and everything. So then Naruto then asked Arashi if he could travel around the world for 2 years after Naruto's 2-year training. Arashi, who then agreed to this, then let Naruto travel the world for 2 years. So as Naruto was traveling around the world, he started like gathering ninjas from other different villages who have been exiled and betrayed. Then he sent them to Uzu, where they were welcomed with open arms by Arashi. So as this was going on, word started spreading around the 5 great nations that a village is being built in the Uzumaki ruins, which is called the Whirlpool Tide Village. So as everything was going on, the 5 great nations then had a Kage summit, which then they invited the Kage of the Tide Village to come. So guys, I'm gonna end this. It's kind of evil, but it's just an experimentation to see if you would like this one. And I'm also going to be dropping What If Naruto was Kage's son tomorrow tomorrow. That's when I'm gonna drop it. So please watch my videos and like, comment and everything. Thank you for your support. Bye.